One is that stress and pressure, it just has an effect of, we take that home with us. So the stress that we feel, oftentimes it makes us irritable, it makes us less compassionate, caring. It can make us short and really distracted, and it kind of can over time create this hardened exterior that we bring home with us. And it's difficult when we're trying to create intimacy in a marriage or connectivity with our kids, when we're hardened and we're irritable, and it makes it really difficult for that intimacy to really take root and to grow. And so that's one of the ways that I see it. It's just the stress and the strain of the work that we do. It just has that effect. It just makes us weary. Another is that leadership oftentimes is a very lonely role for people. And so that work can be isolating for a variety of reasons. One is oftentimes there's things that are happening in our midst that we may not be able to share broadly. So we carry things kind of privately. Oftentimes, and I think this is particularly true in Europe, is we labor alone. Maybe because literally we only have one person in our church or our parachurch, our ministry, or sometimes higher up in the organization, we just can't share some of the things, and so that makes us lonely, that makes us isolated. And when we think about God's word that says the enemy is like a lion prowling around, seeking someone to devour, when we're lonely, when we're isolated, oftentimes that puts us in a position where we're good prey for the enemy. And so that's something. I think too that the longer hours can be very isolating. Oftentimes we come into our place of work before anyone else is there. Sometimes we're the last person to leave, and so there's just this isolation that happens in a variety of ways. And so I think that's something that really over time just takes a toll, again, undermining the intimacy in a marriage. And then there's this other thing that I don't know if this is a global thing. I think we may call it something different. In the United States, we call it imposter syndrome. And so oftentimes what happens is leaders, as they get into positions of more and more influence, the enemy, he works on us over time. And so one of the things he tries to convince us is that we're not good enough, that we don't belong in the role that we're in, that we're not the right person for that role. And so we start to, at times, I know in my own thought life, believe that, hey, why am I here? Why am I in this role? Am I good enough? Should I really be doing this? And so we start to doubt ourselves. And so again, that has the effect of isolating us and being a barrier to intimacy.